Hi everybody, it's me Jill and welcome to Jill Informed. This is a recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 8, Episode 11. Thank you, Thuck you. All right, the ladies are still in New York City. Oh my God. The trip from hell that will never end. And this episode opens up with the Malan Breton show in New York City that Camille's daughter Mason is going to be walking in. This show takes place on the USS Intrepid, this huge military ship. And we get to see Mason. She's 16 years old. It strikes me how average looking she is. I mean, she's a perfectly lovely looking 16-year-old girl, but there's nothing remarkable about her. She looks a little too much like her dad, maybe. I don't know, and I don't mean to be mean. I'm just mostly pointing out that it seems to me that you get to be a model if you're famous, more than born with like these incredible genes. Now I'm like gonna back off of that because I kind of think I shouldn't have said that. It's just crazy to me how with the right connections you can be a supermodel. And if you thought that was snarky of me, I'm gonna be really snarky and say, I don't know who Malan Breton is, but he looks like a Mike Myers character. I could totally see Mike Myers doing a version of him. And again, he's probably lovely. I don't know. I am in a mood where I am just being super judgmental, and I'm aware of that, just so you know. So the next morning, all the ladies pile into the van again. They have got this van rented for the entire trip. And I guess they're all headed over to see Mason walk in this show. Nobody's really talking. Everyone is very quiet. Dorit isn't speaking to Vanderpump or Kyle. Kyle's not really speaking to Dorit or Vanderpump. Vanderpump's not talking to either of them. It's weird, and you know, the air is thick with tension. And I think Rinna says a couple things. She doesn't know what's going on because she wasn't there. So it's a tense ride. Also, I have to point out, Teddy looks great. I don't know why or what or just this outfit, but she looks chic and cute. Anyway, just pointing that out. So like I said, they're all headed over to this Malan Breton show to support Camille and Mason. Oh my gosh, I want to go to a fashion show so bad. I want to go to New York Fashion Week and go to a bunch of fashion shows. It's so cool. The vibe, the energy, and the music, and the clothes, and oh my gosh, I loved it. And let me say this, shame on me, because this guy, Malan Breton, I loved his stuff. Gorgeous pieces. And the stuff that Mason got to wear, like this gold dress she came out with at the beginning, and I loved everything she got to wear. And her last look was this fairy tale looking gown with a giant, giant skirt underneath it. Ah. I loved it. It just looked ethereal. Next, we see all the ladies getting ready for Kyle's trunk show. I don't know if this is an opening for a new Kyle store or what. And we see a lot of fun hair things happening. Kyle's getting her hair all braided up to look like she's got short hair. Erika has a fun little hairpiece that makes it look like she's got bangs, and it's just very cute stuff happening. Rinna comes to Kyle's room, and Kyle basically fills her in on everything that she missed the night before, what happened with her and Dorit and Lisa Vanderpump. Meanwhile, Dorit is getting ready in her room, and she's wearing this vampire t-shirt. Dorit, aren't you the one that berated Erika for wearing a t-shirt dress to a party at your house last season? I mean, and that was a Moschino t-shirt dress, by the way. I like this t-shirt that Dorit's wearing. I'm just saying she's so hypocritical. Last year, she was going after Erika about her wardrobe. This year, Dorit is trying to be Erika with her wardrobe. Anyway, she calls up Lisa Vanderpump and she says, can I come up to your room and talk to you before we leave? And Lisa, you can hear Lisa on the phone, and she's like, ugh. I mean, if you have to, I guess. She clearly does not want to keep rehashing this stuff over and over again. And neither do we. So she goes up there, and sure enough, they have to talk about everything all over again. And, Dorit, she will not own up to anything. Her best defense here with Lisa is to say that, Lisa, it wasn't just me. Kyle said things 10 times worse than I did. Even Vanderpump is like, well, just because you were both talking trash about me doesn't really make you look good either. So then Vanderpump says to her, Dorit, I love you, but it's mainly on the strength of loving your husband and my wanting to love you. Oh my God. Who says that to somebody's face? So Dorit said, that's not very nice, Lisa. And Lisa said, well, hold on now, hear me out. I have come to love you. I mean, you know what? This is all really weird to me because she really pretty much gets over it again, just like she did in Central Park. And Lisa Vanderpump loves to hold a grudge. I mean, she's still making Rinna pay for her sins of last year. So I don't get where this is coming from. And is it really based on her longtime friendship with PK? Why? Ew. Okay, so we see Kyle and Teddy in a car heading over to her store. I guess they're going there early. And Kyle's complaining to Teddy about Lisa Vanderpump again. What else is new? And just really saying how it's sad because there was a time that she would have been calling me and she would have come over early with me, and now I don't even know if she's going to show up at all. And the rest of the ladies all hop into the van and they head over there a little later, and crossover alert, we get to see Bethenny Frankel. She's there because she and Kyle have been friends for years. And Bravo puts up a picture of them from 1993 with their old noses. You know Bravo loves an opportunity to throw some shade, right? So at one point, Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle, and Bethenny are talking. And Kyle, of course, because Kyle can't let this go. Kyle's telling Bethenny about what happened. And so Bethenny's kind of teasing Lisa about, you've got a real Sophie's choice here. You've got to pick between your two friends. And Kyle said, well, I've known her a lot longer. And Bethenny said, well, yeah, but, Dorit's British, so she's got that going for her. And Kyle goes, no, she isn't. And Bethenny, she goes, oh, she isn't? With that accent? What is she then? Kyle goes, she's from Connecticut. And they're just all laughing. And Vanderpump goes up to Bethenny and she goes, stop it. You know what you're doing. But I actually don't think she knew what she was doing, or she's a far better actor than most of these women who are actual actresses. It's an honest mistake. The way Dorit talks, if I just met her, my assumption would not be, oh, she sounds like she's from Connecticut. So the rest of that scene there was just people having fun. They're trying on all the faux fur coats that were designed by Kyle's godson. Kyle and Dorit do end up talking at one point, and Kyle is telling her again how she was hurt, but that her friendship means a lot to her. But to the confession cam, Dorit is upset because Kyle is driving a wedge between me and Lisa. Who does that? Who does that to their friends? What the hell, Dorit? You're the one who ran your mouth. You started this whole thing by talking about your friends behind their backs. Ugh, she kills me. Okay, the next scene, we are now back in Beverly Hills. And did I miss something, or did we not see Lisa Rinna's daughters walk in Fashion Week at all? Did I fast forward through that by mistake, or let me know in the comments below, because I thought for sure we would see part of their fashion show too. We got to see Mason. Anyway, Teddy has come over to Villa Rosa to see Lisa, and they're having some tea. They're talking a little bit about what went down in New York City and how unfortunate that was. And Teddy, voice of reason yet again, points out that a lot of that could have been avoided if Dorit would have just owned up to some of the stuff she said. I don't know what is going on with Vanderpump, but she's like, really? She does not see the negative in Dorit. It baffles me. Anyway, Teddy goes on to say that, yeah, I just think Kyle felt like she was defending you too, and that you were staying silent, and that made her feel like you kind of left her hanging there by herself, and she didn't feel supported by you then. Lisa's kind of thinking about it and going, oh, like she had never thought of it that way before. And Teddy says, you know, all I can tell you is that I've spent some time with both of them, and I have never heard Kyle speak poorly about somebody else behind their back. Lisa said, and you have with Dorit? And Teddy was like, Teddy ends up saying to Lisa, I think Kyle may just need an official I'm sorry from you. And Lisa goes, like, like it would cause her so much pain to actually apologize to somebody. It was funny, but she does end up saying that she's going to have lunch with her next week and that she will talk to her. So that ends up being our last scene, this lunch with Kyle and Lisa. And after a little banter back and forth, Lisa does actually apologize to Kyle. And you know, I think it's because of what Teddy said. I don't know, maybe I'm giving Teddy too much credit here, but I think she may have actually had an impact on Lisa Vanderpump. Anyway, that's where this episode ends. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to Jill Informed if you haven't already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And please comment down below. I love to hear from you guys. I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.